swim, so I'm going to hold up one of the items and you're going to guess when I put it into the jug of water if it will float or if it will sink to the bottom. Ready? Okay, first of all, an egg. I'll give you 5 seconds side. Ready? And it has sunk. Were you correct? Next is a raspberry. Okay. It's going down and it sinks. Next is a pepper. Okay. It floats. And up next is a baby sweet corn. It floats. And next is an apricot wheat, which is a cereal piece. It floats as well. Did you get them correct?
Hello everyone, and for my round of the Donnelly Quiz, I'm doing dog impressions. So it's a multiple choice round, and as a professional dog impressionist, as somebody that doesn't own an actual dog, so we have 5 multiple choice options. Number 1, you got your bulldog. Number 2, you got your Great Dane. And number 3, you got your poodle. Number 4, you got your greyhound. And number 5, you got your chihuahua. Impression number 2. Woof, woof, woof.
Go.
Woof! So, for my 5th and final impression, I decided to end strong. Here we go. Pause! Stop the video. If you haven't written your answers down, then pause right now and the answers will be next. Right, now you've paused and you've written down your answers, it's now time for the answers. So, number 1, what did we think it was? The answer is a Great Dane. Number 2, a Chihuahua. Number 3, Poodle. Number 4, Greyhound. And number 5, Bulldog.
Well, it wouldn't be a Donnelly Quiz without Great Grandma Hilda making an appearance. So she is back by very popular demand, and Great Grandma Hilda is going to do the literature round. So I have sent her photocopies of 6 children's books, and she has got the first page or couple of pages of the book and the front cover. So she is going to read to you the start of the story, and you have to listen really carefully and see if you can work out what story it is, and then she will show you the front cover to see if you're right. You ready?
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yes. In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up, and pop, out of the egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar. Okay.
Excellent. Okay, so let's have a look at the front cover and we'll see if they got it right. The very hungry caterpillar. Excellent.
Right. Okay, the next one. The witch had a cat and a very tall hat, and long ginger hair which she wore in a plait. How the cat purred and how the witch grinned as they sat on their broomstick and flew through the wind. But how the witch wailed and how the cat spat when the wind blew so wildly it blew off the hat. Have you got it right?
Room on the broom.
Right. The next one. This is how the story begins. On a dark, dark hill, there was a dark, dark town. In the dark, dark town, there was a dark, dark street. In the dark, dark street, there was a dark, dark house. In the dark, dark house, there was a dark, dark staircase. And down the dark, dark staircase, there was a dark, dark cellar. And in the dark, dark cellar, do you ask them or do I?
That's it. Funny Bones. Right, so now we're moving on to chapter books. We did 3 picture books. Now we've got 3 chapter books. So these are from longer stories. And
Right,
this is the beginning of the story.
Right. It wasn't a human. It couldn't be. It was 4 times as tall as the tallest human. It was so tall, its head was higher than the upstairs windows of the houses. Sophie opened her mouth to scream, but no sound came out. Her throat, like her whole body, was frozen with fright. Sophie stared hard across the misty, moonlit street. The giant, if that's what he was wearing a long black cloak. In one hand, he was looking at what looked like, he was holding what looked like a very, very long, thin trumpet. In the other hand, he held a large suitcase.
Ah, let's see if they know that one. The BFG. Great story, that one.
Yes, that's good.
One of my favourites. Right then, what are we on? Number 5.
Number 5, yeah. This is the prologue. Darkness had come to the town. Strange things were happening in the dead of night. Children would put a tooth under their pillow at bedtime, excitedly waiting for the tooth fairy to leave a coin. In the morning, they would wake up to find something unspeakable under there. A dead slug, a live spider, hundreds and hundreds of earwigs creeping and crawling beneath their pillow, or worse, much worse. Someone or something had to come into their bedrooms in the hours of darkness, snatch the tooth and left a blood-curdling calling card behind. Evil was at work. But who or what was behind it? How could they sneak into the children's bedrooms without being seen? And what could they possibly want with all of those teeth?
Right then, let's see if they know.
And I know all about these demon dentists.
You spent a lot of time with them recently. The Demon Dentist by David Walliams. So these are new stories. You probably haven't read that one. You wouldn't have read that with your children, would you?
No.
No. Right, last one.
Right, chapter 1. The Boy Who Lived. Mr. and Mrs. Dursley of number 4 Privet Drive were proud to say that they were perfectly normal. Thank you very much. They were the last people you'd expect to be involved in anything strange or mysterious, because they just didn't hold with such nonsense. Mr. Dursley was the director of a firm called Grunnings, which made drills. He was a big, beefy man with hardly any neck, although he did have a very large moustache. Mrs. Dursley was thin and blonde and had nearly twice the usual amount of neck, which came in very useful as she spent so much of her time craning over garden fences, spying on the neighbours. The Dursleys had a small son called Dudley, and in their opinion, there was no finer boy anywhere. The Dursleys had everything they wanted, but they also had a secret. And their greatest fear was that somebody would discover it. They didn't think they could bear it if anyone found out about the Potters. Mrs. Potter was Dursley's.
So there's a clue in the name at the end there, isn't there? Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, the first one of the series.
Very
Excellent.
good. Yes.
Thank
There
you
we
very much.
You're welcome.
So for this round, me and the family are going to act out for you 5 different sports, and you have to see if you can guess which sport it is we're acting out. Right, here we go. Will and Abby are doing the first one. Okay, number 2.
Number 3.
Number 4.
Number 5.
Okay, so for this next round, we've got some special guests. We have our usual contestants, Will and Abby, say hi.
Hello.
And also we've got my mum and dad, say hi. Hi. Okay, so they don't know what they're going to do yet, so I'm going to explain it to them. So in assembly, I've been teaching the children Makaton sign language to pop songs. And so, so what we're going to do is, I'm going to put the headphones on you and see if you can sign along with the song, and the children are going to guess what song you're signing.
Oh, how fantastic.
Yeah, so that should be all right. Yeah, okay, ready?
Watch the video.
Right, okay, Great. Dad, you're up first. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, go. Okay, I wonder if you think you've got it right. Put the music on, Will. Let's see if they're right.
I'm not just a dog impressionist.
Excellent, very good, well done. Excellent. Okay, Mum, you ready? Yeah. Okay, go. okay? Do you think you might have it? Right, turn the sound up, Will. Let's see if they can work out what it was. Keep going, Mum. Don't stop. They might join in with you. Well done. Ready?
Yeah.
All right, then go for it. Long intro. Right, let's turn it on, see if they've got it right. Keep going, Abs.
Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long.
Excellent, well done. Right then, all set? Here we go.
Woof. In case you're wondering, that means yes, absolutely, mate, in poodle.
We knew that.
Right, number 4, go for it.
True.
You haven't done anything I recognise yet, but okay. Right, turn the sound on. Let's see if we can go along.
Oh, it's just getting to a good bit. Hold on, let me rewind it, because this is a banger.
Go on, keep joining in.
Oh my goodness.
I got the eye of the tiger, the fire, dancing through the fire. I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar.
Well done. Okay, so last one, number 5. You can all have a go at this one. All right? Can you all see it?
Absolutely.
Okay, go for it. No sound. Right, turn the sound on, then we'll see if we can guess what it was. Keep going. Then they can join in. Good.